I'm back. How are you?
I'm doing exceptionally well. Thanks for asking. And how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay. How was your day? I need some time to settle down.
No problem. Well, my day was a
Actually,
little bit hectic, but yes, productive nonetheless. And I'm just happy I got a lot of work done.
oh wow, that's nice. Good. We feel happy at the end of the day when we check our to-do list and it's all ticked. So
I
yes.
know. Personally, I'm not that organized, so I don't have a to-do list. Uh, Especially when I'm working on my projects, I try to keep it very sort of when I'm in the momentum of doing things, I like to continue that momentum, regardless of whether it is in my
Hmm.
rule or not, so in my calendar or not. So today I was supposed to do
Yes.
something and I was in the flow. So I finished tomorrow's work as well.
Yes, actually it happens. Sometimes when you plan a lot, you are not able to do anything. And sometimes without any planning, you are able to do a lot of things efficiently, right? So, yes, I guess it depends on your mood. And my mood always depends on the weather. If the weather is bright, I feel so energetic and vibrant. And if the weather is gloomy, I also feel like I feel lethargic and I don't feel like doing anything. So, yes, that happens with me. But yes, if you don't have any option, you need to do certain things. So that happens with my sessions. So
Don't
I don't
worry.
have any choice.
If you're feeling
Sorry.
lethargic, you can do what most
Uh,
adults do. You can get addicted to coffee because that is like
hmm.
a magic potion. It'll give you all the motivation and energy you need.
uh, but you know what? I mean, I don't really like coffee. I don't know why. I would rather go or opt for tea, a cup of tea, maybe with ginger or cardamom or these things, but coffee doesn't float my boat. But I have seen people, they get instant energy and they all choose coffee. Maybe I am an old school, I prefer or I go with tea.
Yeah, it's see mostly most of this is psychological anyway. It doesn't matter. So I notice a lot of Indians they do this. They when it's nice and pleasant and it's cold, they're like, yes, I would love a nice hot cup of tea right now, right?
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
when it's hot, they still ask for tea. Like
Hmm.
want. So I think it is more psychological than anything because it feels
Okay.
like a reward or it feels rewarding to have that cup of tea or
Hmm.
it might be used as like a reset. You had a fight with somebody at work, you
Yes.
got back home, you just have a tea before you hang out with your family just to sort of gather
Yeah.
yourself, reset a little bit mentally.
Hmm. Yes, though I am not a tea lover at all, but yes, tea, coffee, I go for these options, but most of the time it's always tea. I want to disclose a secret here. When I was young in my school days or in my college days, I would see girls used to be crazy for chocolates and coffee kind of sort of thing. I would try to go for chocolates or I would try to pretend myself, okay, I also love chocolates, but you know what? I don't know why I don't like chocolates. So I tried actually a lot to that, okay, I also like chocolates, but I don't know why I don't like chocolates. I don't like coffee. Even I don't like Maggie. So that is it. I
What did
tried
you like?
a lot. Hmm.
What did you like when these guys were
I
having
didn't
coffee?
get you. Mm, it can be it can be a fresh glass of sorry, it can be a glass of fresh fruits juice
Freshly
or
squeezed.
sometimes simple
Freshly
water.
squeezed.
Uh-huh. Okay. I don't know why, but I can hear you in bits and pieces. What did you say?
You can say that I was always a big fan of freshly squeezed juice, fruit juice.
Okay, freshly squeezed juice. Huh? Not always, just now. I mean, when I enter after getting 35 plus, then only when I become health conscious. But yes, simple glass of water. It works for me. And if I mean, apart from these snacks or these kind of food items, music always helps me. So I need nothing. I can go for my favorite song. I just go to music, I listen to my favorite songs, and I'm good to go. I can do anything instantly. I get that energy instantly from music. So these days that song is quite trendy, Sayyara, but you know what, I am addicted to the original version, which is sung by Kishore Kumar. Have you listened to that very song?
I'm not a Bollywood fan, so I don't think I've heard of that song. But
I
personally,
know.
I understand the logic of wanting things in a more classical or traditional format. So I completely understand why you would want to have why you would enjoy more classical music. Because when I was younger, I'm still a movie buff, but my obsession started with Indian movies, like Bollywood movies. But slowly I realized that Bollywood movies don't make original content anymore, you know? So that really uh, made me not believe in like
Hmm.
investing time in that sort of those sort of movies that are not original. I would rather just go and see the original movie where the idea may be presented better
Oh.
or it may translate better in terms of the language, whatever it is. So
Hmm.
I also have this thing where I enjoy older music much more than
Hmm.
the ones that are now because now I feel music is more catered towards virality, Instagram.
Right.
Um,
Hmm.
it's more loud and catchy so
Yes.
that it becomes famous
Catchy.
and people can make money from it. Whereas back then, music was more about sharing emotions, sharing,
Right.
you know,
Hmm.
trying to get,
Yes.
trying to express an emotion that you're feeling for somebody, some
Emotion.
situation.
Hmm. Yes. That's true. Even movies, we can say that movies were like that only. I don't really watch movies. I don't really watch TV. I don't get time to watch anything, and I don't. If sometime I get time, so I end up perplexing what to watch. I mean, I don't really get anything to watch. I'm not into Hollywood movies. I don't know any names of those Bollywood stars. I only watched one movie. I have watched only one movie, Titanic. I know those two faces, and that title track is my favorite track.
It's
Yes,
beautiful.
yes, it's beautiful. That is something which I can watch again and again, and that song, I love that song. So it used to be my ringtone. But yes,
Yeah.
I am in love with that very song. That's it. Now I don't really get time to watch movies. I'm not into movies and dramas at all. Sometimes randomly I watch anything. I want to keep myself busy with my practice and with my sessions. That is it. And we have a topic.
Yes, yes, let's cover that.
Right. So it's very actually one of my subscribers asked me this question, how to learn new words and how to how to keep those words actively, right? So that we can use those words frequently.
Mhm.
So though I have shared my ideas many times, but I want to know that logical technique from you, that what should be the strategy according to you and how to learn and add new words.
See, here we have to take advantage of a little bit of psychology, okay?
Okay.
Because yes, there are traditional ways to learn, which is research a word, find out its meaning, its examples,
Mm.
where the word is originated from. You can try to use it in your conversation, but that is, what we call ratta marna.
Huh.
So I'll give you an example. I'm sure you remember the last 3 or 4 fights you had. Fights. And when I mean fights, like when someone is using inappropriate words, when someone was saying or accusing you of something, right? But you absolutely remember what they said, what the accusation
Mm.
was, what's the word, what are the words they've used, right? So even though you may not use them, but you remember
Uh,
that person called me
yes,
XYZ.
right.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that proves that our brain learns things when it's connected to emotion.
Yes.
Because at that moment, you either felt incredibly sad or incredibly angry or
Mm.
incredibly offended. whatever emotion you were feeling at that time. But the emotion was so strong that that word is stuck in your head. Even if you try to forget it, you cannot. I promise you that.
True. True that.
So, what you can do is, depending on where you learned the word from, try to connect an emotion to the word,
Mm.
a sentence, whatever it is, right? So, one thing I always say, I mean, everybody knows this now. I sound like a broken record now, but please watch movies and shows. I'll give you your example, Titanic. I'm sure there are a lot of words used in the movie Titanic, especially when they were both
Mm.
they were in the sea, they were about to die, or we thought they were about to die. If at that time they used a word and you don't know the meaning, that's fine. But once you research it, you will remember that I can't believe Rose said that to Jack, because you
True.
feel emotion in that moment.
Emotion.
So it's very important to remember those things. So that's how I learned English, because when I used to watch the show Friends, I used to watch it on TV. So it's not as easy as it is now. Like you can't just open your device and just watch 10 episodes whenever you're free. Back then,
Mm-hmm.
wait the whole day, and then you had to sit in front of the TV for half an hour to watch the whole episode. Hopefully you don't miss anything. Hopefully you're not in the bathroom when something important is going on in the show, because you cannot rewind it. So my commitment or my emotional bond with that show was so strong that whenever they used a sentence, they made a reference, they made a joke, it really stuck with me. I was really fascinated to understand what it is, to use it in my daily sort of conversations with my friends. I couldn't wait to get to school the next day and have a conversation with my friends like, oh my God, I can't believe Rachel did this. Oh my God, I can't believe Chandler got fired. Whatever the show, whatever the episode
Mm-hmm.
is trying to say. So try to connect emotion with it.
Yes.
The way it works for everybody in the community is, see what you are the most committed to. If you love songs, find songs like emotional songs or heartbreak, like whatever sort of
Ah.
genre you like. Find songs that can expose you to new words, to new meanings, to
Hmm.
ways to
Hmm.
express the same emotion. You know,
Right.
we usually say, yes, I broke up with my girlfriend, I'm feeling depressed, or I'm feeling blue, or I'm feeling a little down in the dumps, right? There's
Ah.
different ways to
Yes.
express that same emotion. The thing is, how are you going to connect it? How are you going to add the information to your brain and let it stay there? So I feel that emotion is very important in that case, is because what do you connect with?
True that. Actually, this is what I do, and this is what I did. This is what I keep telling to my learners. But my approach is very informal. Your approach always comes with a logic. So that's the difference. Otherwise, what I say that most of the time when people come to me and they say that, ma'am, to add vocabulary words these days, I'm learning. Sorry, I'm reading a lot. I'm reading so many books. So I tell them it's good that you have started reading. Of course, you are going to be more knowledgeable or resourceful person in terms of knowledge and all. But what I tell, see. Uh, our vocabulary, we need vocabulary to express ourselves, and our expressions are all about our emotions, right? So what I do, I don't go for random words. I choose an emotion. I have already discussed this thing. Okay, now every time when I am supposed to have a session with an expert or anyone, I try not to use I'm good, I'm doing good, I am doing pretty well, and kind of, you notice that I come with different expressions. I am happy and alive. I am aligned with with my purpose, or I'm flourishing in my own space. This is my way to add new expressions to my vocabulary. Now, I add words also and I add expressions also. Okay, let's say I'm not feeling good. So I don't say that I'm upset. I say I'm not in a good frame of mind. I'm little out of sorts today. I'm, as you just mentioned, I'm feeling blue or I'm gloomy, right? And if you are heartbroken, so okay, I'm devastated, or I was numb to watch that news, or kind of. So it's a game of emotions. And when you find the technique, why to run after those words which hardly we use, as I chose those five words in our previous session. Okay, right? But yes, when you are at a certain level where you can make do with certain words, where you are quite uh, flexible to use these kind of words, go for that. We are not restricting you, but initially go for your expressions. If you are happy, why to say I'm happy, right? Go for idiomatic expressions. Numerous expressions are there: on cloud nine, in seventh heaven, elated, happy as a clam, ecstatic, and kind of. So this is my technique, and this is what I tell to my learners. But again, it's all about your emotions and your creativity. How creative you are with your learning. So that should be very simple. I mean, we have given a very simple solution to this problem. Choose your emotions, and no, don't choose those words. If you are busy, why to say every time that I am busy? Go for I'm occupied, tied up, snowed under, or I have a lot on my plate. If you have certain other responsibilities or important task to do, so I have a bigger fish to fry. So yes, I have told this thing many times, but I think now our learners have to stick to one technique, because most of the time what I see, uh, they just want to gain a lot of things from a lot of people. I mean, they just always come with question. So it's high time to work on those doubts or those questions, right? Because you are getting a lot of suggestions. So now it's your time to work on. Because I have these kind of learners who always come with, I've been practicing for a long time. I have taken classes from this person, from that person. I know a lot of vocabulary words, but while interacting, I don't really remember. My mind go blank. So because you are not working in a right direction, and you are just getting a lot of information and you are not implementing that, right? Input is more than output, I would say, little technical terms. You are not audible.
Sorry about that.
Mhm.
I was saying there are simple ways to handle this, and then there are easy way to handle this. Okay.
Yes.
Um, People don't understand the difference between simple and easy. Okay. So if I
Mm.
gave you a task, okay, if I have a target for myself. Okay. Let's say it has to do with weight loss. I want to lose 10 kilos. Okay. Just to stay healthy. Um, it's simple because I need to run 10
Mhm.
kilometers, or I need to run, let's say, 1 kilometer every day. Okay. With a break on Sunday.
Mhm.
It's simple that I can do it, but it's not easy for me to run 1 kilometer
Easy.
every day. That's what.
Yes.
So people don't understand the difference between this. There are other things that
Mhm.
people don't understand, the difference between cost and price. Okay.
Mm.
We'll get to that later. Don't worry. Um, just remember, you have to, the difficult part is not learning the words. The difficult part is to find ways to learn.
Mm.
You connect it
Huh.
to emotion. That is the simple part. The difficult part for you is going to be to find the sources, to explore yourself, explore new categories, new topics, new fascinations, or new obsessions that you may have. Okay.
Yes.
You may be someone who is, I'll give you a very simple example. You may live in Goa, very hot state,
Mhm.
right? The summers are crazy hot, the winters are not that particularly cold, but you may be fascinated with snowboarding in the US,
Mm.
right? So that is absolutely valid, but make sure that if you're obsessed with it, you are also learning English with it. Watch tournaments or the Olympics when they're talking in English.
Right.
When a snowboarder does a trick, or when they do something incredibly spectacular, listen to what the commentator says. I do that with football.
Mm.
When a player kicks the ball really hard, I can hear the commentator say, "Wow, what a thunderbolt! He struck the ball
Yes.
all of his might, and the whole goal post is shaking, and the keeper was unseen. Basically, the keeper didn't even see how fast the ball sort of went past him, right? So these are
Right.
simple words. You may not use it instantly, but what happens is, as you keep noticing these things, your curiosity increases, your
Mm.
your hunger to learn more things increases. So try to do that. Try to find ways to sort of help yourself learn things from different people, different cultures, different shows, whatever works for you. Yeah.
Yes. And I want to add my version.
Mhm.
I did the same actually, because I easily get bored with maybe if I am listening to some news and kind of, I try to listen to or watch some English podcast, but I get distracted. So what I do, I go for again short videos, maybe of Priyanka Chopra or Hina Khan. So in her video, one of her short reels of Hina Khan, she said that in the face of adversity, it is difficult to exhibit that unwavering equanimity. Okay, I just learned it. And
Mhm.
you won't believe I have used this line in so many of my videos, right?
Right.
So I learned unwavering equanimity, exhibit in the face of adversity. Likewise, from Priyanka Chopra's video, I don't wash my dirty linens in front of people, or I don't read my books backwards. So this is my way. Because I know this thing works for me, I'll go for that. So
Definitely.
I go for I try to listen to Sushmita Sen, and you don't learn words only, you learn the way they present themselves, right? When we talk about women empowerment or feminism, so yes, I listen to Priyanka Chopra. I try to observe the way she presents, because it's not only about your words, it's about your expressions, tone, and whatnot, right? So yes, these are very simple yet easy techniques,
Yeah.
but I believe, right? So
Definitely. See, that's why I keep telling people don't get stuck to one thing. Try new things.
hmm.
If you don't like it in
Yes.
1 or 2 weeks, you can always get rid of them. But keep trying new things because the last thing you want is to learn from one single source, from one single person, and get
Hmm.
up with, there's a saturation, there's a level to
Hmm.
it.
Hmm, hmm.
You learn from one thing, one person.
Hmm.
So always explore, always find new things, and just have fun when you learn. That is the most important thing.
Yes. सिंपल एंड वी डिस्कस्ड अबाउट दैट रफू करवालो वाला जो हमने डिस्कस किया था, DARN. एंड आई टोल्ड यू अबाउट दैट भाभी जी घर में है. सो एक लाइन थी कि मुझे फंसाया गया है. सो इट वाज वेरी सिंपली दैट आई वाज फ्रेम्ड by
Mm-hmm.
them, or it was all a setup and I was framed. So these are very natural expressions, right? We just try to go word to word translation na? I was trapped, ye bhi sahi hai, but I was framed. I like this expression and I
Yeah.
noticed, and now I use. So yes, again, we can suggest certain techniques. Now it depends which works for you, right? And at the end of the day, we need to be very creative and innovative with everything, whatever we do in our life, be it cooking, learning, or anything.
Yeah.
So
Always be
okay.
hungry, always be curious. Everything else will take care of itself.
Yes. Right, right. Okay, so I think we have done our work.
Yes,
So it
yes,
was truly a very nice session. I will see you again very soon with a certain phrasal verb or maybe this kind of topic. So hope to see you soon. Till then, again, take care and bye bye.
yes. Thank you. And it was lovely seeing you, and I'll see you soon.